All right. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome, everybody. I pray that y'all had a good day. I'm just getting in from the barber shop, getting cut up, running kind of late. Wanted to get to y'all earlier. It's about 20 minutes to 9. So I got about 20 minutes. 20 minutes. Hope all is well, brothers and sisters. Today is Tuesday, the 13th of February. Wanted to come live. As I say, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. I missed Saturday, so we're here Tuesday. God willing, be back Thursday. God willing, be back Saturday. The next week we'll do Tuesday, and then we'll be going to Detroit, Michigan for our Savior's Day convention, celebrating the birth date of the Mustafa Muhammad. So if I have time, I'll broadcast. You know what? I am going to broadcast live from Savior's Day Thursday. I get in Thursday afternoon. Everything kicks off Friday. So yeah, we're going to go live Thursday and Saturday from Savior's Day. All right. So very quickly, brothers and sisters, we want to talk about the book, The Money Game, so black people can win and dominate. If you don't have your copy, brothers and sisters, get it. I'm telling you, there's no book out there that I know of, that I've seen, and I'm in the space. I'm about financial empowerment. I'm about financial empowerment for black people. I'm about learning and knowing what they don't want us to know, what only a very few know. All right. So this book takes in consideration a lot of things that I've experienced on this 40-year sojourner on getting the bag, financial freedom, financial independence, getting rich, being wealthy, the whole 9 yards. Okay. So tonight what we're going to do is we're going to talk about, and I'm going to read out of the book. I put in here a pledge. I put in here the Black Economic Pledge. If I can find it, where is it? It's in the back. Here it is. After resources is the Black Economic Empowerment Pledge. All right. But let me read the back of this book, because on the back of every book, it should give you, most books give you either endorsements from influential people or give you a little idea about the book. They put it on the back, hardback. Hardback has it inside, but mine is on the back. I want to read this to you, brothers and sisters, to give you an idea of why this book is different from 99.9% of all other books on the market that I know of about money. All right. And this just gives you an idea. So I'm going to read this, then we're going to do the economic pledge, read that to you, and move on and call it a night. All right. So it says in the back, the money game so black people can win and dominate is intended to be different from 99.9% of all other books about money. It matters not who wrote the book. They all have something missing that we need as black people in order to win and dominate. That's the key phrase, right? That's the key essence of the book, not just the money game, but to win and dominate. All the information that's out there is written for the general public. In order to be able to apply the information, they assume you have a certain basic knowledge, understanding, and here's the key, and emotional aptitude about money. Emotional aptitude means how you relate to money emotionally. What is your emotional relationship with money? What has been taught to you by your family, by your culture, by your worship, your place of worship, or whatever has influenced you and I and us as a people coming up in this society, and what emotional attachment do we have with money? All right. Unfortunately, that's not the case when it comes to black people in America. As descendants of ex-slaves, we need information that takes in consideration our historical experiences in America, not just in America, in America with money. In order to take full advantage of money principles, strategies, and techniques, we must have requisite knowledge. In parentheses, requisite knowledge. Requisite knowledge is that knowledge. That means specific knowledge that comes prior to general knowledge and takes into consideration our unique experience as Black people in America. The Nation of Islam, we call it the knowledge of self. That's what you'll find woven throughout this book. Like the Jewish people, we have to take our suffering and learn how to use it as a tool to achieve financial empowerment for our people. Without that requisite knowledge, how can we know what's in our best interest? Without it, we have to rely on someone else telling us what's best for us. The money game provides you with the specific requisite knowledge that's required in order for Black people to win and dominate in America at the money game. It takes one of us with the understanding of money from our perspective with our best interest in mind. That's this book. If any, most, or all of that resonates with you, brothers and sisters, you need to get the book. You have to get the book. You need to get it tonight. It's on Amazon, but I want you to go to my website, themoneygamebook.com. Go to my website, because only by going to my website, I'm going to give you a free audio, the Money Game audio that I did several years ago that would help make the paradigm shift that's necessary to get the information out of the book, to resonate with this information, to get it down, as they say, in the cellular level, right? Because this is a self-help book. This is not a novel. This is not Harry Potter, right? This is not where you read and put it down and say, oh, man, that was interesting. That was good. No. This is self-help. This is a book that you can read, comprehend, and apply the principles to your life. All self-help books are designed or intended for that. Now, what our intention is when we read it, if it's not that, then it doesn't match up and you can't draw what's from it because you're getting something else from it. All right. You're intending to get something else from it other than what it was written and designed to do. All right. So get it, brothers and sisters. Go to themoneygamebook.com. themoneygamebook.com. You get a free audio. Even if you don't buy the book, you get a free audio. But when you put your name and email in there, you click next, enter, it'll go to the next page, right? I'll automatically send you the email with the link to the audio. Download the audio, put it in your phone, listen to it, okay? But then you have a link on page 2 that'll take you to Amazon to buy the book. All right, brothers and sisters. So let's read this economic empowerment, Black economic empowerment pledge. Why did you put this in the book, brother? Why did you put it? Well, because I've learned over the years the power of affirmations. If you study any peak performer, anybody that excels on their way up, you'll find mostly all of them did affirmations, visualizations, especially athletes do visualizations. All right. So this is a pledge. What do you pledge? Not pledge allegiance to the flag. We don't believe that. Pledge your allegiance only to God. But you can pledge to yourself, because we are all God's children of the Most High God. So let's read this. And let me tell you before I read it, and let me just show you, see if you can see kind of how it's laid out, right? Okay. That's on page 193. For those of you who have the book, as they say in school, turn to page 193. All right. But I took this layout, how it's laid out. I took it and modeled it after the pledge that we took on the mall in 1995 at the Million Man March. If you want to be successful, I learned many years ago, over a couple of decades ago, if you want to be successful, copy what the successful people do. You don't have to reinvent, just copy. Be smart enough to copy and copy the right cat. Be a copycatter. Make sure you copy the right cat. All right? So, it all starts with I, because you're pledging to yourself. Blank for your name, and then the pledge, okay? I, your name, pledge to study and apply what I learned about building wealth for me, my family, and my community. I, your name, pledge to dedicate time, money, resources for the rest of my life in building wealth for me, my family, and my community. I, your name, pledge to meet with family members or anyone that is serious and willing to sacrifice for economic empowerment. See, we hear all these things, these marketers make money the easy way, 4 easy steps, easy. That's to seduce you, because it's not easy. You have to make sacrifices. I, your name, pledge to never give up supporting, never give up supporting Black businesses or organization. I understand the law of reciprocity. I, your name, pledge not to criticize anything Black owned and operated. Got that directly out of Message to the Black Man by the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. I, your name, pledge to being a conscious consumer. You're conscious about how you spend your money. Spending money with my brother before another. I understand the power of my Black dollar. You're pledging. I, your name, pledge to live below my means. So if your means is $1 million a year, living off of 70%, $700,000 is below your means. And you have $300,000 to invest and grow. I, say your name, pledge to invest time, money, resources monthly in improving how I think about money. Not new strategies, not new techniques, how I think about money, your emotional aptitude around money, right? How I think about money, myself, and my people. You invest monthly on how you think about money, yourself, and your people. I, say your name, pledge to have five times more passive income than earned income. Have 5 times more income in passive income than earned income. And you learn about earned income and passive income in the book. I, say your name, pledge to pass on to my children and or grandchildren, check this out, income producing assets. Income producing assets. Income producing assets. You can't pay your bill off of equity. Equity is the value of something that's locked up in that asset. And the only way you can get it, you got to sell it or leverage that asset, borrow off of it. But if you have income producing assets, it's like having a chicken that lay eggs. You don't have to sell the chicken. You don't have to get rid of the chicken. Don't kill the chicken and eat it. You feed the chicken and it lays eggs. All right? Sign your name, you date it, and then I put a definition of what a pledge is. A pledge is basically a very serious formal promise. A very serious formal promise. Committed by a solemn promise. So that's there, brothers and sisters. You read that. Consistent and regularly. Because these are affirmations. These are actually affirmations. You can read it every day, until it gets in your subconscious mind. Okay? So this is not a novel. This is a self-help book. I'm going to come back another day and we're going to break this thing down. We're going to cover the table of content, chapters and subchapters. We're just going to read them, and then we're going to come back later and we're going to start pulling nuggets out of here. Right? So you can see and hear. You can hear what's in this book. And why I know beyond a shadow of a doubt, no matter how much money you making, brother, I'm telling you, I was a stockbroker for 2 major Wall Street firms. And this money we talking about, yeah, it's a lot compared to those who have less. But that's always the case. But in the bigger scheme of things, so no matter where you are economically, brothers and sisters, you can get some value out of this book. I'm telling you. I know what I'm talking about. Not because I wrote it, because of where I've been and where I've come from and what I have experienced and who I've been around as a stockbroker, and watching and learning and observing and sucking up, as we all should if God put us in a unique, privileged position. And then you bring it back and give it to your people. You put it in your community. So I know what I'm talking about. It ain't because I read other people's books and regurgitating it. No. White information with a black face. No. I'm taking what I've learned over the years, put it through the filter of being black in America, put it through the filter of being a stockbroker for 2 major Wall Street firms, put it through the filter of being a self-taught real estate investor, put that through the filter of network marketing, put that through the filter of being a professional salesperson for now since 1990, professionally trained, not out here bumping my gums and hustling, professionally trained. Through the filter of what else? The Nation of Islam. Be an active, persistent member for 32 years. Under the voice of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. Savior's Day after Savior's Day after Savior's Day after Savior's Day. The teacher of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. That's why I know you won't find a book. 99.9% of the books you read about money, it's not like this book. Because all of what I just described went into my book. And this just scratched the surface. You can't put all you need to know in a 201-page book in one book. People go to college to get degrees on finance and sales and marketing. This is to meet us where we are as black people, because I know where we are with black people. I know where our emotional aptitude is when it comes to money. Because I am you and you are me. We're one and the same. That's why I say you have to have somebody. It takes one of us with the understanding of money from our perspective and with our best interests in mind. And our best interest is freedom. In the words of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, a full and complete freedom. That far outweighs getting a bag. That far outweighs Gucci bags, Gucci purses, and whatever else they got out there. It far outweighs that. That's the short stop. That's the stop on your way to building wealth. Things are a sign of being rich, but it's not a sign of being wealthy. See what I'm saying? That's why we got to understand these things so we won't be confused, because a confused mind can't make good decisions. So we can be clear, okay, I'm rich. I'm not wealthy. I'm rich. We use rich and wealthy interchangeably, but they're not the same. Just like all income's not the same. You make $1,000 a day passive and $1,000 a day in earned income. They both $1,000, but they're not the same. I talk about that in my book. All money is not created equal. All right, brothers and sisters. So I got to go. It's a little after 9. I got to do something at 9. Got to eat. Got to get ready for bed so we can go to the gym tomorrow. All right, brothers and sisters. So go to themoneygamebook.com. Get your free audio. Page 2, you get the book, because we're going to come back. And we're going to talk about this book. And eventually we're going to start a book club so we can delve down deep into it. You get 2 free gifts when you go to themoneygamebook.com. One's the audio, and then we're going to have a group strategy call. Group strategy call when we talk about the book and how to implement it, how to take ideas and concepts and teach you how to think, not what to think, and how you can take a concept, a philosophy, an idea that is expressed in this book and how to shape it so you can apply it to your life. I'm telling you what I know because that's what I did and that's what I do. I'll tell you my story later. I took a real estate book on wholesaling, which is like this, just outline concepts and outline of explaining to you what is wholesale and the steps, but it wasn't a course. It was an introduction book with 6 cassette tapes. I took it and treated it like a textbook because it's not a novel. It's not for entertainment purposes. And I wrote, I'm gonna dig it up and show it to you. I wrote it and put notes in it, highlighted and wrote on a piece of paper the steps. And I took that book that was only designed to be an introduction book like this is. And I took it and I built a very successful wholesaling business. So that's why I know the power of a book and what it can do for you. And I'm going to show you how to do that. We're going to talk about that on a strategy call. And we're going to start a book club. And we're going to go deep into that. So, brothers and sisters, thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. Share. As I used to say on my broadcast, Black Wealth Empowerment Live. We did 154 episodes of that. I was going through my Facebook page, and we started that 10 years ago. 10 years ago. And I used to say at the end, I see you at the top, not from the top, because you, your family, but most importantly, our Black community deserves your very best. All right. So God willing, see you Thursday around the same time, 8ish. So be looking out for me because I'll be looking out for you. All right, brothers and sisters. Peace.